Welcome to Planter Garden TV. How you guys doing today? Alright guys, today we're gonna do a July garden tour. I'm gonna give you an update on some of my plants and how they're doing. These are okras growing up pretty nice. This is the area where I plant my flowers for the pollinators. So they're doing pretty good so far. Over here, we have more okra growing up really nice. Down in this area, we have squash growing all around this side, coming up here. Mostly in this area here, we have edos, which is a root crop growing up inside here. They had a hard time this season because we didn't get rain for a month, and then we get some rain, then the rain goes right back and the sun starts shining again. So this year we really didn't get no set of rain for our garden, but the garden is still doing what it's doing. This is basically a tropical area where we're growing corn, we're growing squash, we're growing edos, we're growing yam. This is a yam growing up right here, as you can see. That's a yam growing up there. We have more yams. All this is edos coming up here. And this is another yam growing up between the edos them. They will be fine. If you notice, the yam them is running up on the edos and running around all around in these areas here, running up on the stick. So the yam is definitely doing its thing, which is good for me. I think I start these yam indoors, then I bring them out and transplant them out in the spring, and they're doing pretty well. Alright, so these are my cassava. Well, the cassava them is taller than me right now. Well, cassava do grow pretty tall. Cassava is a root crop and it produces food under the ground. These stalks, sometimes you can use these stalks and use them for cuttings. So this stalk is pretty tall, as you can see. The tree is taller than me already, which is great, you know what I'm saying? Down inside here we have a whole root of edo. I want to know what's going on with these fig, because they produce one year. When they was pretty small, they produce, and now they're getting so big, it's like this, they're not producing, but I'm gonna hang in there. So we have one right here doing pretty well. It didn't produce nothing. This is the next one, and we also have a next one here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna split them up and I'm gonna end up with more plants. So over here again, this is another patch of edos. Like I was mentioning, the struggle this year, usually my edos them grow up tall, sometimes tall like me. But this year they struggle, but guess what? They still have time, because these not gonna be ready until maybe November, October, November. So it have time. So by that time, who knows, they might get as tall as me. Well, this is my grape tree, guys. This is my grape tree doing really well. Last year it didn't produce as much as it do this year. It's doing really well this year. So I'm hoping that I could be able to get some nice grape this year, and then also I'm hoping that next year is gonna even produce even more. So this is the grape, and it's doing awesome. And these are my massive banana tree. Okay, so right now going up here is another patch of edos growing up, and if you see what's here, this is a pumpkin I have running from over this side. This is the pumpkin vines already. That's right there. I'm gonna show you where it's coming from. I didn't even plant these pumpkin. It's coming from right here. That's the root right there, and it's running, going all over there. And I'm just allowing it to do its thing. Because, I mean, I have the room. When you have the room, you could allow the pumpkin them to do what they gotta do, because you have the room and you have the space. This is butternut squash. I think I saw one just now. Okay. Saw one just now, and I saw another small one coming up there. This butternut squash also is doing really well, because I already harvest from it already. All over here is edos coming up, and as you see, this is butternut squash I have running on a line here. And if you notice, that's the butternut squash there. This is more edos. We have corn in this area here now. We have squash, and we also have pumpkin running in this area here as well. Right in this bed right here, as you see, we have turmeric, we have peppers, we have okra. You see these okra, you gotta be in your garden every 2 days, because after 2 days they get hard. You see, like this one, and these you gotta be in the garden very often, that you can get to harvest your okra, because if you don't do that, you will lose out a lot. A lot of them gonna actually go to seed. All right, okay. Pepper. Okay, and I see a ripe one over there. All right. This wanna be a massive tree, but something come and eat off the tops them, but it's still doing well. So that's awesome right there. You see over here, we have pumpkin. This is a pumpkin we have growing up here. So what we're gonna do with these pumpkin, we're gonna push them down this side and just let them run out over there. That's what we're gonna do with these pumpkin. This is pumpkin coming up here as well, and in between these pumpkin you're gonna find squash, which is the smaller leaf right there. You also gonna find ginger. This is ginger right there. So right in this area here, we have pumpkin, which is this one. We have squash, we have ginger, we have many different kind of plants within this area. So I'm gonna see the result of, because what I'm trying to do companion planting with certain type of plants, and then I'm gonna see the great results, so I know next time how to do. All right, so all these are the pumpkin, them just okay. Pumpkin start pushing pumpkin already. Wow. Okay, all right. And the squash start pushing squash. You see, we have tomato also right in this little area here. So let me give you a view. So in this view right here is just pumpkin and squash running up here. So we're gonna guide them, come all the way up here, and you know, basically direct them. So we're gonna be in control of the vines. All right, so let me go back down this side. You see this, you see this wanna go over there, I gotta put it back this way so it could be in one. You see, like how I'm guiding them come up here, that's how I want to do them. The good thing about it, my pumpkin them start pushing flowers. Okay, so down in this area here, guys, as you see, we have ginger growing up here, and here we got mint, we have peppers. Okay, let's go down this side. All right, so this one is a monkey pepper, and if you notice, that one look like it wanna ripe. This is actually a monkey pepper right here. And also this pepper, something bite off the top, but now it's growing like crazy now. In the bottom of me here we have okra. See, this okra already get hard, so you got to leave that for seed. This one you got to make sure you be back 2 days, or this one gonna turn seed. Same thing with this one, you see. So you have to be active in your garden. When you're dealing with okra, you got to be active, or you're gonna lose a whole lot. In this area here we have shisho, we have edo, we have different type of plant. And this is our bell pepper. Our bell pepper, them doing really well so far. Something has eaten down a few of them over there, but these doing really well. All right. Okay. So all in this area you're gonna find different type of herbs growing. You see this okra here?